Alfred Matthew Yankovic was born on October 23, 1959. He is best known by his stage name Weird Al. Weird Al is a singer and songwriter. He also is a parodist and record producer, best known for his satirical songs that make fun of popular people, songs, and culture. Weird Al offers parodies of specific songs, people, events, and contemporary musical acts. Weird Al's polka medleys, which feature his favorite instrument, the accordion, are often of popular songs. Nearly 3 decades into his career, Weird Al's first top 10 Billboard albums, White and Nerdy and Straight Outta Linwood, were both released in 2006. Weird Al uses social media to illustrate and sell his creative genius. In 2014, Weird Al pulled off an amazing feat regarding the content publishing of teaser songs and the use of social media as a catalyst for sales. His 14th album, Mandatory Fun, released on July 15, 2014. For promotional advertisement of this new album, Weird Al launched his #8videos 8 days concept to the public. This was his idea of releasing one music video per day for 8 days straight. Each video was released on a different platform, like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. Over 3,700 articles were written about him and his 8 days straight concept, which generated over 3 million social media shares for the album and released songs. The 8 days concept paid off for Weird Al because Mandatory Fun debuted at the #1 spot on the Billboard Top 200. This #1 spot was a first in Weird Al's career and a major achievement. Weird Al's use of social media to get users and followers to want to buy his new album was a clever marketing strategy. Placing his music videos out there before the album was released created a frenzy amongst the public and his followers. On June 16, 2014, Weird Al released the teaser to his 8 days idea, called Transmission, on his YouTube channel. He averaged one release per week of these teasers to gather support and demand for his album, which wasn't scheduled to release for another month. Weird Al jump-started his #8videos 8 days campaign with Tacky, a parody of Pharrell's Happy, which premiered exclusively on The Nerdist, which is another social media platform that is used by Weird Al that features podcasts. The parody garnered nearly 500,000 social media shares. Thanks to his first ever comedy record to debut at #1 on the Billboard chart, Mandatory Fun won Weird Al his 4th Grammy Award for the Best Comedy Album category, which was a tough race at the 57th Annual Grammy Awards. He has been nominated 14 times in more than 3 decades. Weird Al's use of Instagram to use subliminal messaging is a great marketing scheme. In this photo, Weird Al claims to be hanging out with a friend in New York. The picture is obviously a spin of the classic King Kong on top of the Empire State Building image. This image lets the viewer imagine that Weird Al, like King Kong, is against the rest of the world. In this Instagram post, Weird Al plays a little after-dinner music. The picture is a representation of the Last Supper, where Christ was surrounded by his flock for the Last Supper before his demise. In this image, Weird Al appears front and center in the location of Christ, indicating that he is leading his followers through his music. Al is pictured with his well-known accordion. In this Instagram message, Weird Al says, "Oh, I see. They changed the name so they wouldn't have to pay me royalties. Crooks!" In the image of this zombie chia pet, Al is indicating that he looks like the zombie figure, but that the company, to to avoid paying him money, instead labeled the product as a zombie. On his Twitter account, you can see where Weird Al has many sources with which he teams up to create his music and parodies. For example, here, Weird Al teams up with Jim Henson's Muppet Company for a new television show. Weird Al uses YouTube to reach as many fans as possible. He has his own channel on YouTube with a number of videos. He has over 270,000 followers who check YouTube for any new videos. In this video, Weird Al demonstrates a self-balancing unicycle. This video has received over 57,000 views. Here, Weird Al demonstrates falling off of a rock. This received over 54,000 views. By showing short comedic clips like the self-balancing unicycle and falling off of a rock, Weird Al continues to gain followers and supporters of his comedic style, which is a parody of things, people, and songs. Simple things like a slip and slide are made extra funny through Al's representation, and his short video of him sliding on one received over 79,000 views. Weird Al uses social media and his own website to draw in not only followers and supporters, but also potential customers. Through his website, Weird Al not only promotes his upcoming shows and albums, but offers other products as well, such as his books. Weird Al's books include The Authorized Al, which was released October 1985 and is currently out of print. The Weird Al Yankovic Anthology is a songbook that was released in 1996. It provides the sheet music for vocals, piano, and guitar, and the full lyrics for 13 of the early Weird Al classics. Al's first children's book, entitled When I Grow Up, was published in November of 2011. The book was on the New York Times bestseller list for 6 weeks. Weird Al the book was released in September 2012 and has all of the facts that you would ever want to know about Weird Al from that time in a coffee table style book. Al's second book for children is My New Teacher and Me, and was published in June of 2013. It is a continuation of the escapades of Billy and his schoolteacher Mr. Booth, who doesn't value his unrestrained imagination. Weird Al's marketing through social media even includes items like t-shirts, bobblehead dolls, and trading cards. Weird Al has used and will continue to use all social media platforms available to advertise himself, his products, and his views on almost anything. His parody style of comedy has become popular and has kept Weird Al and his style of showmanship in the eyes of the public for decades now.